Hey guys, it's Housewife in Heels. So we have an unboxing today. The subscribers just keep doing their thing. Most of the shoes I get nowadays are gifts from you guys, and I just couldn't possibly be any more grateful. I don't know how to properly convey my gratitude, just how endlessly overwhelmed I become from your guys' support, your generosity. You guys are the reason for this happening before you, and then we have another cabinet that has a bit of a ways to go before it's filled up, but that's a-okay. But for now, let's go ahead and get into why we are here. And why we are here is chilling in this box. So one of my subscribers asked me about these boots because they were on sale and he thought that they would look nice. I said, yeah, we can give it a go, see how I feel about it, and now they're here. Now, I did have one qualm about these, and these are my first shoes in probably years now that are not genuine leather, which is a little bit nerve-wracking for me because I was one of those kids that grew up on the BOGO deals at Payless. So I know what pleather has done to my feet in the past. So not gonna lie, these do make me just a tad nervous. I also do wonder whether or not the leather is going to eventually peel, because leather does not degrade like a normal leather. There is just some sort of fabric material underneath this faux leather, and eventually over time I've had this happen to me with purses where it begins to kind of break down and then the faux leather will just straight peel off. So I'm hoping that's not the case with these, but we shall see. But here is a little up close and personal look at said shoe. These are the Tamika ankle boots. I'm not sure if these are still available or not. Don't know if I even said it, but I gotta reiterate it if I already did. I'm not sure where you can get your hands on these if they are no longer available. If they're not, I apologize. But these are very clearly a 6-inch heel with a very big platform. I've been sort of starting to be more open to platforms way back when I started this channel, not so much, but things change. Now, we have the front of the shoe, the inner quarter of the shoe, and that big heel. Something that I do like about the shoe is that I can just tell right off because of the zipper, it's gonna be easy on, easy off. And they do have some sort of lining, so I have my hopes are a little bit higher that these are going to be semi-comfortable. And while we're here, I might as well get a buddy out from the box. I even preemptively got the shoes out of the dust bags that they come with because Ruthie is a definite proponent of dust bags, and that will go there, otherwise it was going to fall. I don't like jump cuts around here. I leave all the good, the bad, and everything in between in my videos, so that's just how I roll. But here they are. Actually, they're the wrong way. Now, here they are. See, I wasn't kidding when I said I don't do jump cuts. I don't hide all the fumbles. But, oh good lord. Did I have them correct the first go around? Yes, I did. See? I just can't be tamed today. But these are definitely something outside of my wheelhouse. Whereas Ruthie was already kind of outside my wheelhouse. I just had my first taste of it with a pair of platform sandals I was given, and we're in for round 2. These, I do wonder, are they going to stretch and break in like a typical leather? They feel very squishy, slightly firm in the toe box, so it's not like your feet are gonna have nowhere to go, if that makes sense. But I do have my curiosity piqued as to how the leather, or not even the leather, how the faux leather, the pleather, whatever you want to call it, is going to behave over time. And I find this fascinating. There's some sort of elastane in this material. I'm just putting the other one down so y'all can get a better look at what I mean. There is absolutely elastane within the material, otherwise it would not be stretchy as such. So this is going to be my first time experiencing faux leather in many years, and the first time a shoe that I can recall anyway has elastane in it. So this will be sort of a, I don't know, a faux leather trial for me. I'm not super nutsy cuckoo about faux leather, but they don't look horrible. Like, upon first glance, it doesn't look like an obviously faux leather shoe, something like you'd find at like a Walmart or a Target. Not to really bash what's available there, but it's pretty evident that it is not of the greatest quality when you're shopping for shoes from places like that. But I think that will about do it for this unboxing today. Let me just get the friend back. Who knows if it's the correct area or not for them, whether they're left, right, sideways, in between, who knows. I just wanted to give you guys a last look at them. Oh, you know what? I lied, the unboxing is not done. Just a quick sizing guide for anyone who might be interested in the sizing. Ruthie Davis doesn't do half sizes, so they're not gonna have something like a 36 and a half, 35 and a half. It's just 35, 36, 37, on and on. So generally with Ruthie, you're gonna wanna go to your true to size, unless you have a wicked wide foot, in which case, generally, you're gonna wanna go up. But now we can conclude this unboxing. And my usual spiel, if you would like to further support me, likes, comments, subscribes, all that good stuff. If you would like to support me on TikTok, follow me on there. I'm trying to hit 10K followers for obvious reasons. If you'd like to further support me, Patreon starts at $3 a month. And if you would like to provide further support, Poshmark is listed down below. But other than that, let's go ahead and throw these on. Bye.